You know it is tea when you see these two fingers touching, said a famous influencer. Or is it? This is Intrusive Thoughts, and you came to the right place. Anyway, episode 2. I'm so glad to be here, and I brought a special guest coming back from my basement. Everyone say hi to Stanley!
Hey y'all.
Stanley, are you excited to be here today?
Ecstatic.
Oh my gosh. And what do you have to say to the audience when it comes to copying my outfit?
I'm just gonna address the rumors head on. I get ready first, I get dressed first, all of the above. He's copying me.
And that is a lie, to be honest, because I believe that he puts a camera in my room and watches what I wear.
Mind you, never been to his house.
This is how we coordinate outfits. I just feel like we're just so spiritually linked.
We are.
We
Bluetooth.
are. Bluetooth. Twin Bluetooth. Anywho. Yes, thank you for being here today. How are you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm ready.
You excited? Are
Yeah.
you nervous?
No, not really.
Well, good. Don't be nervous because this is Intrusive Thoughts. If you guys didn't know, Intrusive Thoughts is basically a show where we just talk about the unhinged sentences, thoughts, theories that go inside of our head. Because, it's good to normalize the things that go inside of our head. Because what? Closed mouths don't get fed. That might not be the right quote for this, but who cares? Anyway, before we go on to our intrusive topic, we're going to go into our pop culture segment known as Popcorn for the Culture. Do you like popcorn, Stanley?
I do.
Well, take a seat, get some popcorn, and let's start. So anyway, the only topic I have for today is Euphoria. Do you like Euphoria?
I do like Euphoria, but I will confess, straight on, I haven't watched a single episode of Euphoria. Am I set for season 3? Yes, absolutely. Will I actually be watching it? Who knows?
What do you think is going to happen this season?
Based on TikTok and what I've seen on TikTok, I think Rue is gonna owe that lady money.
I'm scared.
I don't know how that's gonna work. I feel like she's gonna be a drug mule, like for real. Like
I don't know what's
going to be sold.
happen.
Like whoops. I think Nate and Cassie. I think they are like Sydney Sweeney and Jacob Elordi. I think they're gonna be like picture perfect couple, but there's like some like deep dark secret
picture
underneath.
Perfect?
Yeah,
you saw what happened last season.
I did it actually.
And there you have it, folks. We have liars. We have liars on the stage. And how do you feel to the audience? What would you like to say to the audience for lying about knowing Euphoria?
I would do it again.
Anyway, I am rooting for Maddie myself. I'm trying to see how she is going to get her lick back. Because, I don't know, Cassie did her quite dirty last season. If y'all don't remember, Cassie was sleeping with her man.
Yikes. Isn't she her like OnlyFans manager now? Or
I think so. People were talking about like Maddie being Cassie's pimp.
Oh.
Something like that. I mean, I've seen like little clips and pictures of like Maddie like telling Cassie like, perk that booty up, right?
I saw that clip.
Right. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna be tuned in. You might not be tuned in, but I will, and I'll let you know how that goes. I won't. I'm kidding. Right. Anyway. Let us move on to our intrusive topic, which is lying. So, Stanley, tell me what you know about lying.
That I'm good at it. I'm amazing at it. I've honed my skills over the years. Elementary school era, caught all the time. Middle school, a little better, like a little like more elaborate. High school and beyond, like expert. Like you can't catch me.
So you think you're a good liar?
I'm an amazing liar.
Okay, and like what's the best lie you ever told somebody?
That we're twins.
For some context, whenever we go out, guys, people think we're brothers. And I'll give you guys a second to just think, like, do we look alike? Right. If your answer was yes, then you are correct. We do look alike. And that's what we tell the people. So do you think people lie more out of fear or out of convenience?
I think it's a mixture of both. I personally lie out of convenience sometimes. Like, for example, like, where are you from? Oh, like, I'm from Miami. I'm actually from Palm Bay, Florida. And if you know where that is,
nobody knows what Palm Bay, Florida is. I don't even know what Palm Bay, Florida is, to be honest.
Shout out to the 5 people who know where Palm Bay is.
Shout out to the 5 people that know what Palm Bay is, because I'm not one of those 5 people. If you're one of those 5 people that are listening today, we love you, we see you, and we hear you.
But yeah, I think I lie more out of like convenience because like sometimes it's easier to like say you're from a different place rather than explaining like where exactly you're from.
That's true.
And also sometimes fear. Like sometimes if I do get spooked, I'm like, actually, it's time to lie.
I don't remember the last time I had to lie because I was scared. I lied. I just I just lied about that. I do lie sometimes, especially when it comes to my parents. If you guys are listening, I'm so sorry, but children do lie, guys. I've had to lie to my parents many times. I'm like an expert rage baiter slash denier. Like, you ask me something, I don't know. I DK.
Never heard of it.
Nope, never heard of it, never seen it, never tried it. Is that a sauce? Who was that?
My favorite is like when my parents are just like, "Did you see what your sister posted on social media?" Like, no, I don't have social media.
Did you see what your sister posted on social media?
Do you have TikTok? No, I deleted it. I gotta study.
Do you follow your family on social media?
I block all of them.
I have to lie to my family and say that I'm not on social media because they try to be in my business many times, and I just block.
Yeah,
I
block.
Don't need them
move
there.
on.
I don't need them there, to be honest. Protect your peace, guys, from your parents. So, on the topic of lying, what are your thoughts on catfishing?
It's evil. I feel like catfishing, just be you. Like, if you want to pretend to be someone completely different, that's your prerogative. But at the end of the day, if you catfish, I'm liable to blow your shit up.
Do you think you would ever be in like a position where you would catfish someone? Or have you ever catfished someone?
I haven't ever catfished someone. One reason I would catfish is for money. Like, you know how people like the e-girl culture online where like people pretend like to be hyper feminine, like
I don't
girls,
remember this.
like like the pink headphones with the cat ears.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
I would do that. Other than that, no.
I personally hate catfishing. I've been catfished many times, to be honest, especially on dating apps. Y'all need to stop lying on them dating apps, especially about your height, your weight. Just be honest. Be yourself.
You're not 6 foot.
You're not 6 foot.
Baby, I'm 5'10".
You're 5'9".
And I'm looking down on you.
You're 5'9" and be proud of it. Sometimes it's okay to not be 6 foot. Maybe I don't need to look up that high.
Exactly.
I do like looking up that high, but not all the time.
Sometimes my neck hurts.
Sometimes my neck hurts. Anyway, do you think using Photoshop, Facetune, or any kind of like filter-related apps is considered lying about your appearance?
I think yes. Only because when the person sees you in reality, like, you don't look like your pictures. Like, for example, Sky Jackson, like all those AI like filters she's been using, baby, we know what you look like. And it's okay. You're still T, but like...
I love Sky Jackson, but she really has been going on something with that AI boyfriend stuff.
Like AI rampage. At first, like I heard about it on TikTok and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And then I found it and I was like, oh, this is actually genuinely bad. Like,
every time I log onto Snapchat, I'm just seeing her doing something.
Something.
I
don't know, y'all.
I don't know.
Could be a cry for help.
It could be a cry for help, but you never know.
Yeah.
So, have you ever lied at your job? Lied to like not work, called out with a lie?
I abstain from answering this question. I have.
Well, I can say that I have, to be honest. To my coworkers that are watching, if you are going to watch this, you know you've done it too. I don't care. Sometimes I just don't want to go into work and I'll just be like, I don't feel good. I'm so sick. I don't do it often though, because I just feel like lying to call out, you have to actually stick to the story.
Yeah.
And I'm not a good liar half the time, guys.
I've told like white lies where it's just like, oh, like, not the whole truth. For example, recently my belly button piercing got infected. So I said I had a fever and I couldn't come in. I was actually just dying because my belly button piercing is infected.
And have you fixed this belly button piercing?
I have.
Have you?
I have.
I'm glad. So, what are some lies that your parents have told you that you believed when you were younger?
That there's cameras in the house. My mom's favorite thing to say was like, hey, I know what you're doing. Stop doing it. And I'm like, what are you talking about, girl? She's like, I have cameras. Like, you don't know? And I'm like, It worked for a little bit. And then I was like, actually, there's no cameras in the house.
You actually believe that?
I actually did. For a week straight, I was like, girl, like, she's gonna catch me. Like, oh my God, like.
I think one of the biggest lies I believed was like having the lights in your car on while you're driving. I think many people have heard that one where it's like illegal or you'll get like arrested.
My parents never did that. They were just like, I can't see if you do that. Like, stop.
I don't know. My parents haven't like really like lied to me as much. I've lied to my parents a lot, but they taught me that lying is bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
So do you feel like we could live in a society without lies?
No. We're being lied to all the time. Like, we're a great nation, guys. Like, we're totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we need lies to be able to go, like, just navigate through life because some people just need to be lied to. They can't handle the harsh truth. I
Exactly.
can, unfortunately, for you, if you can't handle the harsh truth. Yeah. But just to move on to the next topic, I have a little mini game for you, which is called Lie or Not. And I'm going to basically state a fact, and you are going to tell me if you think it is a lie or if you think it's not. And then I might entertain that answer as, asking you why.
Okay.
Right? So, first one. Neil Armstrong walking on the moon.
I think it's true. I did a project on it in 8th grade, and I literally had to like do the research. I think it's true. They have video footage. They have like the photographic evidence.
They made a whole movie about this last year about how it could have been possibly fake. I think Scarlett Johansson was in the movie.
What movie is it?
I don't remember. There was some kind of movie related to this. I don't know if even if it was Neil Armstrong. To be honest, I'm not a space person, guys. Sorry. All right, next. Nicki Minaj supporting Donald Trump.
I think that's true. I think she's honestly gone off the deep end, but we all have our beliefs. Some of them correct, some of them wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
My personal theory is I think she's lying about it. And I'm going to say, I just think she's struggling financially. So she's putting up a front so she can be able to get her payouts. I feel like it's hurting her. And I feel like it's also because she has to deal with her husband. And, we know what her husband has done. If you know about Nicki Minaj, you know about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
So the Barbs out there, I'm listening. I'm watching. But I feel like Nicki Minaj is lying. I feel like she doesn't really support this man.
I don't know. After she went on that deep dive on Megan out of nowhere and literally went on a whole Twitter rampage, I was like, she needs some help.
She was kind of going on Megan Thee Stallion just a little too hard.
She needs some help.
Especially talking about her dead mother. Yikes. Yikes, people. Don't talk about dead family.
Also, her being like, boys, just be boys. Babe, most of your fan base, queers.
That's why I was in between, because I'm just like, girl, you cannot be saying all this. But
she said it. She meant it.
She might be supporting him for real. If you're part of the MAGA Minaj Club, don't pat yourself on the back. Think about some. Go touch some grass. Touch some grass, please. It's nice and it's green. It provides oxygen that we need to breathe.
It does.
Not that phone. Get off that phone. A famous person has once said, get off Twitter and go outside. Go outside.
Go outside.
Jamie Foxx being cloned.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't picture Jamie Foxx in my brain right now. It's just a blank. So I'm gonna say it's a lie.
I think it's a lie as well. I think it's just one of those fun pop culture theories that people have been speculating on. But I hope Jamie Foxx is doing well, guys.
Who's that other guy that was cloned? He's white. He has blue eyes. He's a famous actor, comedian.
From where?
Don't remember. But it was recent. He went to a red carpet event and people were like, "Oh my God, he's been cloned!" Da da da. He went on Jimmy Kimmel and he did the whole Illuminati bit. He was like, "Oh, the Illuminati's real."
I can't think of any person with blue eyes that has been cloned.
Now it's not crazy.
Well, Beyonce killing Aaliyah.
I think that's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie as well. People were on Beyonce.
They've been on her
that.
for a minute.
Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Love her, but I don't think Beyonce was that jealous. There was a whole speculation theory that Jay-Z was trying to mess with Aaliyah, so Beyonce wasn't messing with it. And she said, "Yeah, no, take care of that girl." But no.
But we've seen how she reacts to cheating. She runs off.
Runs off?
Yeah.
I feel like whenever she reacts to cheating, she just has Solange come in. Remember that video of Solange?
The elevator video.
The elevator video.
She runs off. She's just in the corner.
What an iconic video. You just need a Solange in your life. You need a Solange in your life.
Yeah.
Do you think you would ever be that Solange if you caught, your friend's man cheating?
I think I would be that Solange.
You would be that Solange?
Maybe not hands, but I will rip you to shreds. I will. Babe, we're having this conversation right here, right now. It's okay.
Yeah. All right. The Illuminati.
I think in some aspects it could be real.
What were they doing? They were doing this?
One eye. The guy literally did the symbol. He did the symbol and he put it over his mouth. I'm not gonna do it because
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think they could be real, honestly. Maybe not the Illuminati itself. They're probably not called the Illuminati, but they're probably some sort of secret organization.
I feel like Beyonce and Lady Gaga had to fight for their lives during the Illuminati allegations. So was Katy Perry as well.
I don't remember her Illuminati allegations.
They was coming for everybody. I remember this one time they were accusing Beyonce of being part of the Illuminati, and they were like playing single ladies
Yes.
backwards, and they were like saying like the world's gonna bow down to me, ha ha ha.
I'm
Like,
like, hey guys.
they was even doing that with Dora too.
Yes, they were putting everything back. I remember that era of YouTube. Like they were putting everything backwards, and they're like, yes, secret messages. I'm like, guys,
I believed it. I did believe it.
I
The world will
fear
bow down to me. That's what Beyonce said, y'all.
we gotta.
But
open up those
Beyonce is a
books.
capitalist, so what do I know?
Yeah.
She could be part of the Illuminati, but the music is good. Sexy Red being an industry plant.
I think so, because her music's not even good. Like when you really listen to her music, it's like, okay.
I like some Sexy Red songs.
Like there's like one
Which
that I
one
like.
do you like?
I forgot what it's called. I think it's like Bow
Bow Bow.
Bow Bow Bow. Is that
That's
what it's
that
called?
booty meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. That's the one song you like?
That's the one song. That's it.
I kind of think Sexy Red is an industry plant.
Mhm.
Just because I'm just like, same with Nicki Minaj and endorsing the Trump. But in her sense, I don't think she cares. She's getting money.
She is getting money, and it's just like I've seen her perform. There's not much performance.
I feel like we're in a time where people just need to do things to be able to make ends meet. Because you see the economy, just the other day, gas was $4.2. Wait, is that right? 4.2? Yeah. Spending $50
still is
on gas. I'm about to start flying to work next time, guys. This is ridiculous. We need to fix something.
stat.
Last one, the Black Lives Matter movement.
I think it's real.
You think it's real?
I think it's real. I fear it has to be real.
I think it is real as well. The movement itself, when it comes to like the organization or like whatever they were sending money to, you remember the story with like that lady who created it, like using the money to like buy a house?
I don't.
Yeah, there was this whole thing where people were like, "Oh my gosh, you wasted my money on this Black Lives Matter thing. We just sent money to this lady or like this corporation." I was like, "Why are we sending money to a corporation when you could just use your voice, guys? Use your voice. Even though Black History Month is over, guys, use your voice.
Right.
Use your voice."
I will say people were like, oh my God, like they made it out of nowhere. Like during like in 2020, when like right before COVID shut down, like the big COVID shutdown, people were like, oh, like this came out of nowhere. Like this is fake. I'm like, no, I fear we've been saying this forever. Like it's just now amplified because we have nothing to do.
Yes. Anyway, that is our tiny game of lie or not. Thank you for playing that. Did you enjoy that?
I did.
Oh my gosh. All right. Now, we will be moving on to my favorite segment of the show, which is called Intrusive Court. What do you think when you hear Intrusive Court, Stanley?
Court decisions based on intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts, yes.
Put that man in a chair. Or
put that man in the chair.
Put him in the corner.
Put him in the corner. Give him a timeout. Anyway, so basically for Intrusive Court, we are going to be reading a Reddit story. We're going to identify the problem, identify the characters, and then find a solution/verdict for this story. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And this story is based off of someone who lied about going to work and ended up getting caught.
Okay.
So, my ex-boyfriend, 27, and I, 26, broke up about 2 months ago. We still live together as our lease is valid until the end of August. I met someone about a month ago. Nothing serious, but we have met about 5 times. I drove him home the first time we met, which my ex saw because we shared our location. My ex confronted me about it, was really mad, and said I threw away the last 5 years. I initiated the breakup after unsuccessfully sharing my expectations and boundaries. His statement made me really mad. I told him I didn't throw away anything and that I don't owe him any accountability. Since then, I have unshared my location and have not told him when I meet up with the new guy. I didn't want to initiate any fighting and tried to make living together as pleasant as possible. Today, I told my ex I was going to work, but I drove to the new guy instead. My ex found out because he drove to work and didn't see my car in the parking lot. He confronted me about it, and then I told him where I really went. Again, we had a huge fight about it, and then he said I cheated and that I am a whore.
Oh.
I absolutely understand that he is mad for being lied to. I do feel very bad on one hand, but on the other, I know I don't want to get back together with my ex, and that attention from someone else feels great. So am I the a-hole for lying about going to work? What are your thoughts on this story?
Immediately, she's not the asshole. Because, like, he already was violating me. Like, oh, like, I saw your location and you dropped off a man. Get out of my business. We're not together. Womp. Should she have lied about going to work? Probably not. But, like, she is protecting her peace in a way.
I feel like she didn't need to lie about going to work, to be honest. Be honest about who you're seeing.
Right.
Y'all not together. Y'all just live together.
Exactly.
And I just feel like him calling her the H word, the W word, and that's
That's kind of crazy.
That's a very offensive
Also,
word.
like, being like, you threw away the last 5 years. Babe, I gave you my expectations.
You don't
You're not
meet the
meeting them.
expectations. I gotta do something.
What do you want me to do?
Stuck on you? Hell bent on you? Sir, this is...
Move on.
Move on. I feel like people need to move on. The art of moving on is really important in relationships. And I feel like I just feel like if you ever have to lie to somebody, just don't be their friend or just don't have a relationship at all.
Exactly.
I would just say move out. But, you know, their lease wasn't up. The lease.
That's my biggest fear. Like, being stuck in a lease with a man.
Being stuck in a lease with somebody that I'm not with.
Yuck.
Yuck. I'm still bringing my person over, though.
I think my verdict for the man, the ex, get off that phone. Go to work.
Get a job.
Get a new job.
Go to church.
Also, the fact that he, like, went to work and, like, didn't see her car in the parking lot means that they formally worked together. Get a life.
It kind of gave stalkerish. Like, you're driving to my job just to check on me and you don't see my car there. Okay. What you gonna do? You gonna report me to my manager?
You gonna beat me up?
You gonna beat me up? You gonna fight me? Well, they did fight. Not physically, though. Not physically, I would hope. Domestic abuse is not... Domestic violence, no. We don't endorse that, guys.
We don't.
Don't hate each other. Love each other.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself. You learned that in school.
In kindergarten, actually.
In kindergarten.
And I've recently been to kindergarten, so I can vouch.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do concur that she is not the a-hole in this. Let's just assume that she is a she or they. They are not the a-hole in this situation because I'm just like, I feel like the boyfriend was just doing too much.
Stalk my location. We're over. We're broken up.
And you're calling me a whore? Whoa. Full stop.
Exactly. My verdict is get a life.
Well, I feel like the jury has reached a jury has reached the verdict? Yes. And we hereby find the defendant innocent on all the counts, but we have to sentence the man to something. So what do you think is appropriate sentence for somebody who is, calling you words, stalking your location, getting upset that you're seeing someone else after they, didn't meet your expectations?
I say duct tape his mouth and have him sit in the corner.
So, you have it, folks. We hereby sentence this man to having his mouth duct taped and sitting in the corner and thinking about his actions. Until further notice.
Court adjourned.
Click. Anyway, we are reaching the end of our episode. Stanley, how do you feel after this?
Good. Refreshed, rejuvenated.
Do you feel like you learned anything about lying? Or do you have any words of wisdom to share to those young liars out there?
Words of wisdom for young liars. Don't include other people in your lies. You will get caught up real quick. Because if Sally doesn't know the lie, or if Sally messes up the lie, now you look crazy. You look stupid. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. You don't need details. You don't need time, date, location, etc. Just simple.
I would say stick to your truth.
Oh.
If you gotta lie, stick to it. I mean, hey, just keep fighting. I just stick on that. But yeah, I think that is going to conclude our episode today. Thank you so much for being here, Stanley. I really enjoyed your company.
Thank you.
And for you, audience, stay woke, stay curious, and stay intrusive. Bye.